Hi guys, David back again with Lonesome Dog Studios. Today we're going to be talking about some rhythmic piano playing. We've spoken a lot about harmony and what notes to play. Today we're going to talk about when to play them. Let's go. Okay, so if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know pretty much what notes to play now, at what points in your tracks, which is always good. What we haven't spoken about at all is how rhythm works in this sense. There's a few tips that I'd like to give to you just to make things sound better, as is always the aim. Don't forget the one key thing that I always say in all of my videos, which is just to experiment, give everything a try, see how it sounds. If it works for you, great. If not, keep experimenting, you'll find something that works. Okay, so the first tip I'm going to give you is playing with syncopation. I'm just going to run a beat and we'll talk through things as we play. Okay, so now we've got a basic beat going on. I'm going to use a similar chord progression that I did before, and we'll kind of have an idea about good playing and bad playing. So this is what I would consider bad playing, okay? Just going to wait for it to come back around. So this is the definition of not syncopated. Everything is dead on the beat, just not very exciting, you know. No interest there, but you know, with extra things, it can sound quite good. So the first thing we're going to look at is playing off the beat, which is really simple and can sound like this. So very simple, a mix of things on the beat and off the beat at the same time. A mixture of everything really works well. Don't always play off the beat because it won't necessarily sound so good. But just mix up between things on the beat and off. And you'll get a nice sound, much easier to come by. Okay, great. So very simple, syncopation, just playing off the beat. Yeah, avoid your downbeats. Think about how you can slot chords in and out. Think about the arrangement of the rest of the track. If you're playing along to a kick drum, if you're playing along to, a bass, that kind of thing. Think about what could work really well. Okay, so on to number two, probably my favorite, I think can make such a big difference. Again, very similar to syncopation. Doesn't necessarily need to be fully off the beat, but we're going to be delaying the beat. So waiting for a resolution that comes a little bit after the kick drum or a little bit after the beat. So let me run the beat again. We'll have a listen and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so let's delay some beats and you'll hear how it sounds. It's really, really effective. So it makes such a big difference to the sound. Again, mixing it with other ones makes such a big difference as well. When you're expecting the beat to come at a certain point and it doesn't, that's what adds interest, I think. So think about how long you wait after the kick drum comes in. So you can hear as I'm waiting and then delaying it, and then, you know, adding in some syncopation, adding in things on the beat as well. Just really add some rich rhythmic interest to your pieces instead of just harmonic. Okay, great. So that's two tips down. Two very effective things, very quick, really easy to practice and mess around with as well to see what you like. On to the third one. This one maybe not quite as applicable across the board, but could work for your songs. We're going to be looking at your right hand and left hand independence. So obviously all we've been doing so far is our block chords. So just all notes at the same time. There's a few ways you can go about splitting this up. The one that will work more is maybe more right hand independence than left hand. So something like this, for example. So a little bit different. Again, we're kind of involving all of our tips here, but splitting everything up really adds interest. You're moving slightly away from rhythmic piano to more lead piano now. So let me put the beat on and you'll hear how different this sounds than the previous one we were doing. So I'm really going to try and spread out the notes. I'm really thinking about the instrument being a lead instrument now instead of just a supporting rhythmic instrument. And it makes such a big difference. You kind of have to use it sparingly. Otherwise, you'll be taking over other members of the band. So let's give it a go. Let's mix it in with some other things as well. And let's see how good we can get our keys sounding. So a big difference there, you know, we're really moving into lead instrument sound now. And, you know, a balance of all three here can really elevate your playing. You don't necessarily need to be super independent with either hand. You don't necessarily need to be very blocky, but a nice mix of the two can really make a good piano piece sound good. So let's keep the beat running. I'll play a little bit more so you can get some ideas about just how to play good keys in general. There you go, guys. So I hope this inspires you a little bit. Just have a mess around with the three things that I mentioned, which of course were syncopation, first of all. So think about how you can move your notes off the beat would be a good start. Then secondly, we're looking at delaying our beat. So things don't happen as the drums do, which makes a big difference, you know, really effective, that one. And then finally, we're looking to maybe separate our right hands and left hands, get the notes all spread out, just to add a bit more interest. Perfect. Okay, great. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please put these in your songs, give them a try, experiment, mess around, see what sounds good, see what doesn't sound good. Listen to more stuff, listen to songs that you maybe haven't analysed in this way before and see if you can take some tips rhythmically from there as well. Perfect. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, I really appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next one.